And here it is, Miniart's 1/35th scale US Jeep Crew and MPs. Seems to be a special edition as denoted here on the box. This is a great way to add crew as well as some military police to any of your US World War II dioramas. I'm going to turn this around. So it looks like you get 5 figures here. You get a passenger, a driver, what I would assume is a guy that would sit in the back of the Jeep if you have a 50 cal, and then you have your 2 MPs. You also have a color chart here of what paints to use to paint up your figures. And that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. So not a lot in the box, just the baggie with the sprues as well as a decal sheet. We're going to go ahead and open up the baggie. All right, first off, we have a sprue legend here. It only denotes 2 of the sprues, but we do have a number of sprues that were included in this pack. All right, next up is the decal sheet. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on that. All right. Next up, we're going to look at the first of the sprues. This one has 2 of the miniatures on here. You have a Garand here, a Thompson. Fairly well detailed. All right, next sprue, we have the 3 other figures. Not much to say. Again, fairly well detailed. The next big sprue is the equipment sprues, so you'll see that there are packs and entrenching tools, helmets, and other items. And then finally, we have 3 smaller sprues, which also have weapons and stuff like that. So the first of the small sprues, we do have some grease guns, some Thompsons, and other equipment. And this is probably what makes the kit, the special edition version, because you do have a lot of extra equipment here. Okay, the next one has a couple of Garands, carbine, another grease gun. And then finally, the last sprue. This has some pistols, binoculars, all that stuff. All right, so we'll just go back and look at all the other sprues again. Definitely going to have a lot of spare components for your U.S. infantry needs. All right, so I'm gonna put these together. We'll see what they look like assembled. All right, here it is, the US Jeep Crew and MPs from Miniart, all assembled. Easy kit. Initially thought these were resin, but they're not. I was able to use plastic glue, so that made it a lot easier to put these together. I did put the MPs on bases because you could use them as individual figures. Obviously, all of these are geared towards my 1/35th scale bolt action, which I'm sure you guys are all tired of hearing, but that's what it is for. We'll bring the figures up here. Here's one of the MPs with a pistol. And then on the back, I gave them a canteen. Very well detailed. The helmets were okay. I had to really work at adjusting them so they looked proper. That's not to say that they were difficult to put on, but at least in my eyes, they look kind of funky. So I ended up just playing around with the placement. Here's the second MP. This one has a rifle, M1. He's got some ammo pouches here. I also gave him a canteen. I will need to create a strap for the rifle for over the shoulder. All right, we have the machine gunner. So I'm going to use this for my Willys. He'll be standing in the back of the Willys, kind of leaning up against the machine gun, the 50 cal. Didn't give him anything. I should probably put a canteen and some other stuff, but eventually I will. And then we have a guy with a submachine gun seated. I will be using this for my command vehicle. as I don't have a passenger for the Willys, I'll be using this guy as a passenger for the command vehicle because I'm already using this dude for the Willys. So he'll be seated in the front. And then obviously I have a driver that I will use for the command vehicle as well. Again, fairly well detailed. So I do like this set, especially since it is the special edition. I have plenty of sprues with extra weapons, pouches, canteens, all that stuff that I can use for other figures. 1/35th scale figures, so I could use them for some Tamiya guys if I wanted to add extra stuff onto their packs. So yeah, those are the figures all put together. There you have it, Miniart's US Jeep Crew and MPs, a special edition box that includes 5 figures that you can use to crew your Jeep, as well as have some military police available. Again, these are the figures that you will build out of the kit, as well as a color chart on the bottom of what paints to use to paint these up. So I will be using this to fill out my Willys Jeep and my my Tallery WC5657 command car. Great way to add that crew to those kinds of vehicles. So if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new unboxings coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I could personally interact with you and chit-chat you about scale modeling and anything else that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more scale modeling unboxings from WarGamingNewb Historical.